This is planet Earth. We live here. It's existed for about 4.5 billion years, and humans have been living on it for about 200,000 of those.
Hello.
Give or take. Unfortunately, in that time, our reliance on fossil fuels has produced pollution and greenhouse gases affecting the climate, weather patterns, and our health. But wait, there's a solution. Renewable energy. So, problem solved. Everyone's happy. Well, not quite. You see, we've actually already hit a threshold for the amount of renewable energy that our current systems can handle. In fact, just recently, the United Nations put out a report on this very matter. Professor Dr. Ulf Mösliner of the Sustainable Energy Finance at the Frankfurt School said in the report, "In the rich world, the level of renewables in the electricity system is reaching a degree at which it becomes a challenge to really integrate." Right now, the system can't effectively integrate more than 30% of the energy generated from wind and solar, and only about 5% of the energy we use actually ends up being from these sources. This makes it impossible for us to use renewable energy to make a real difference. But you're probably wondering why that is. I'll spare you all the gory, sciencey details, but basically, for people to get access to essential electricity, the supply and demand for electricity must be balanced. Too much power can damage equipment and lead to blackouts. Too little, and we get brownouts. At the moment, we can keep our networks balanced because we have a few stable generators at one end and many users at the other end. The problem is that as we continue to introduce more and more renewable energy sources, we can no longer keep this balance. Now, there are two reasons behind this. Firstly, we cannot control how much power is produced by solar panels and wind turbines. The variability may be small for one wind turbine, but multiply that by thousands or millions, and we get a very large number. And that number can change fast. Our networks just can't handle this rapid change, and we end up not being able to use the energy we produce. Secondly, our networks are designed to send power from the top to the bottom. Renewable energy generators, such as a solar panel on the roof of a house, are placed throughout the network. The electricity can't travel sideways through this network, and this leads to some areas having too much power and others not enough. So how do we fix it? It's a problem scientists and engineers have been trying to solve for over 30 years, and now we have an answer. Our name is Exchanger. We're a specialized team of systems engineers, and we've been developing a technology that will be able to slot into the existing network and handle the fluctuating power generated by renewable energy sources. And here's the real kicker. It makes the current system more efficient as well. The Faraday Exchanger is an entirely new technology which will allow our grids to cope with a much higher level of renewable energy by smoothing out the rapid variability to manage the flow of power across the grid. It directly replaces transformers in the existing grid, utilizing all the existing poles and wires and removing the need for any additional expensive equipment or systems that make the existing grid more fragile. The Faraday Exchangers throughout the grid will autonomously adapt to changes as they occur. It is the only technology that can do this. This will transform our existing grid to the Faraday Grid. We've already proven the case for the technology and are building our first prototype. Our next goal is to design and build devices capable of being tested in a real-world electricity network. The goal after that is to be able to offer these devices to the entire world's electricity networks. The more efficiently we can use renewable energy, the closer we are to a healthier planet. And that's what we all want now, isn't it?